Excellent. For Laurel over here.
And for those who don't know why we're getting a sound system, this is why.
Please got it. She's in charge.
Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed. I had a lot to do today, so I didn't quite have questions ready.
Okay.
But actually, where I'd like to start is part of me thought, wow, people really are still surprised about this.
It's because people are the worst.
I would actually.
It's because people are the worst. That's why it's so surprising.
Kind of maybe start with just a little bit about that type of thing that happens.
I know who's still fucking surprised. TV people, movie people, Marvel Comics, and not as much as last year DC. They're surprised that there are strong women anywhere, and they keep looking under their rugs, thinking that's the place to look for them. Even though they have people around like Scarlett Johansson and Gail Simone, they seem to think that this strong woman thing is a fad, and if they scream loud enough, oh yes, how could I forget Anita Sarkeesian? If they scream loud enough and issue enough death threats, they can get rid of these little ant-like women who speak for themselves.
I mean, I think it's worse than that. If people think it's a fad, the people we were talking about think it's a fad that is already over. Like, we have Buffy and all of that. What's your problem? Like, you just watch the DVDs.
Yeah, we had Catwoman and she tanked.
Yeah, so Elektra, so we tried that and it's over now.
Yeah, we had Anita Blake, and well, now that's done. Let's get on with our lives.
Please do not start the rumor. That was the last book, because that's anybody puts that out from home, no, it was you.
They think that if there's one, then that's enough, and that'll go away. And they don't look at their population figures, and they don't look at their sales figures, and they don't listen to what's going on the internet. Who are they listening to? Where are they getting their information that says
the same voice that they've always asked?
I had a meeting in Hollywood. Had a meeting in Hollywood.
Don't make her yell, guys.
About doing the Mary the Nita books with a female producer couple of years ago. Yes, actually 5-6 years ago now. And she was very honest with me. That's why I won't say who it is. And she said that there was no way to get these books made in Hollywood because the old white guys do not want to know that women want to be with more than one man. That if we could tone it down or take another project and come in the back door, maybe we could get it. And I just kind of looked at her and said, but biologically speaking, this makes sense. And she said, I'm not arguing. I'm telling you that many people will not sign off on this because it makes them feel insecure. That is why. That is why we don't have it.
Sookie Stackhouse?
Arlene and I are friends, and the Sookie in the books is very different from the Sookie.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Sookie in the...
I can't speak to it. I haven't seen it.
I haven't either.
I have. I read it.
No. I read the reviews, and Sookie has been doing it with a bunch of
But
fellas.
Sookie is a serial monogamist. It's different. Like I mean, I don't agree. But from the perspective of the producers you're talking about, Sookie does sleep with a lot of people, but like in consecutive, not
Serial
concurrent.
monogamy is still acceptable. It is still not acceptable to sleep with multiple men either at the same time or dating at the same time, unless it's played for humor, unless there is a lesson at the end where it doesn't work out. But it is still not acceptable to portray polyamory, a woman having more men as positive in Hollywood. That is what I've been told to my face in meetings. So, what do I keep doing? Writing that is positive, and that is how I live as well. So, fuck you all.
I mean, I had this a very similar meeting this last year with regards to my Fairyland series, which does actually feature polyamory, but not the main character, who is 12. But I mean, the conversation was, look, basically the studios only want to put out one children's movie with a female protagonist a year. They don't think the market will bear any more. And the idea underlying all of this is that girls will watch things about boys, but boys won't watch things about girls.
Lying.
Yeah. and Frozen, you know, you would think Frozen and the Hunger Games would teach people otherwise, but I guess not. And even part of that, and I mean, these movies do well, but it's always an exception in the minds of the people we're talking about. These are an exception; it's not the rule. And it goes deeper than that. The idea that that there can be a strong woman, that woman must be an exception to the group of women. That strong isn't normal for women. That's one woman in the movie gets to be strong. Everyone else gets to be a normal woman, which is just a secretary in the background. And that's what the old white guys that we're talking about think. That to have a strong woman is to tell a story about somebody who is completely exceptional, even superpowered now. You can hardly be a strong woman in the movies without having superpowers.
Black Widow.
Yeah. And but Black Widow does have superpowers. They're not as interesting
No, they're
as the other ones.
technology.
Well, her
She
superpower
has
is vulnerability.
technology.
She has vulnerability.
That's not a superpower.
In the Avengers movie, her superpower is pouting and getting men to think she's weak, so they will tell her
But
their
that's-
secrets and call her a queen.
I disagree. That is not her superpower. Superpower is she can jump from the ground with a little flip, grab onto the spaceship, not dislocate her shoulders, and then climb up the damn
I think
thing. And I'm sorry, everybody breaks every law of physics. Anybody who goes to the gym knows that you would be dead 1,000
I think that's her outfit.
It holds her together. Do we have it? Can we hear it?
You have it. Now you can stop yelling. Is that a sapphire or iolite?
It is a sapphire. My husband and I married in September, so it's the beginning. It's the birthstone of our marriage. And he has a
Knock it off.
engagement. He has an engagement ring too. Yes, he's holding it back because I said if I have an engagement ring, you have to have an engagement ring. Men need more jewelry.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time when guys wore jewelry and it looked good on them.
And colors.
And lace.
Yes.
Oh, with red heels.
Yes.
Oh, I died for the red heels. Foulard, lace foulard.
Lace depends on the kind of lace. Some lace is
Frothy.
it's still scratchy.
Scratchy lace. You can
I
take it
don't
off.
want to cuddle with scratchy lace. It's not soft. Take it off.
Well, I think
Well, there's that.
But you're right. The exception to the rule, women are the strong is the exception to the rule. But what I have found in my research in talking to real soldiers, real police officers, is that women in no field that I'm aware of, sometimes in writing, it's one of the few exceptions, we don't help each other. Women are the most horrible to me. Women, I've never had a man call me a whore or slut to my face. I've had numerous from my boss. They'll get their book signed, they smile, and they'll go, "You're a whore for writing this," or "Anita's whore," or "You're both." And I just look and go, well, technically she doesn't take money for it, so that makes her not a whore, right? And they'll go, "Oh, I guess so," and then they'll go off with their book.
I am notorious among my fans online, and some of you may remember this. I do not like and do not want to hear in my presence the B word, the C word, whore, any other pejoratives with a female connotation. And the minute I hear women using those words about each other, I say, stop it right here. Because when we start tearing each other down, any guy who sees it thinks it's okay to do it himself. And you keep this up, and we end up tearing each other, and the bad guys win. We have to stop using this language on each other. We have to stop fighting each other. We cannot keep calling each other the B word, the C word, the P word.
Let me just say right now, cutting down another woman is not going to get you that guy. Cutting down another woman is not going to get you that promotion. Cutting a woman down is not going to get you what you want. All it's going to do is make you not have a friend.
And the thing is, those other women are your sisters. Those women are gonna, if a guy sees women fighting each other, they laugh because it makes them stronger. It doesn't make women stronger. And
This happened last time. What are they hammering?
I don't know.
Where
Justice.
are they hammered?
And I've been told, and one of my very dearest female friends has told me, and she and I have agreed to disagree about it until the end of time, that they are reclaiming the C word and the P word and the B word. And I will say till the end of time, you are not reclaiming it. You are telling other people that if you use it, it's okay for them to use it. I have the same feeling about, and I know I'm white, so I don't have permission to speak this way, but the N-word. But that's for black people to decide. I can say this is how I feel about the B word and the C word and whore and the other words that I will pronounce and I will never ever use. And every time I hear a woman use them in my presence, I will say something. You can't do that. Not last night at dinner, perhaps.
Did I do that last night at dinner?
Hmm?
Did I do that last night at dinner?
I'm not saying anything like that.
I was thinking we were pretty bad about the P word at dinner last night, and that was all a bunch of women.
Also, the B word and
Guilty. Oh, wow.
the S word.
Now we have
We keep using it, and we are going to keep losing it.
Guilt is a wasted emotion. Guilt is useless.
Don't
Makes you
be
feel
guilty,
bad.
just stop.
Makes you feel bad. I don't care what you're guilty about. Stop it. Let it go. It doesn't serve you anything. Guilt is a way for people to control you that you don't like. People you don't like or who are mean to you use guilt to control you. Let it go. Guilt is a useless emotion.
I wish those guys would be guilty.
To add to something that Laurel said previously, it's true that cutting down another woman isn't going to get you what you want, but cutting down other people isn't going to get you what you want. I think a significant problem is that we think of genders as teams, and you always got to bat for your team. But the fact is that we are all defined by many aspects of ourselves that have nothing to do with gender. And the way that we demonize the other gender or put them on a pedestal or in any way other them is part of the problem. There's this divide where people constantly think
Not just gender.
I know, but
Yeah, we're talking gender.
But you know, for example, when we talk, I'm just going to talk about politics for a tiny little minute here.